Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be having a look at some of the funniest Photoshop fails ever. Okay, so I've seen a couple of adverts recently and the Photoshop in them was honestly awful. So we're going to be having a look at a load of Photoshop fails and honestly some of them are embarrassing. Okay, so this is the first photo and it might look like an innocent photo. There's an old couple right here, but they've zoomed in right here and I don't know if you can see, but their legs are literally missing. Like, where have their legs went? Have they got legs? Like, why are they just invisible? They've literally completely disappeared. Okay, so this photo is honestly so creepy. Basically, this is like an advert for some type of kid piano. The girl is looking at the camera, but for some reason the mirror is showing her looking at the mirror. Something about this is really creepy. Like, I hate adverts like this. I also hate kids' toy adverts. Like, there's something about them are just so creepy. But this one just sort of makes me feel really weird. Like, I hate it. Okay, by the looks of it, this girl has a broken neck. Like, I don't know anyone who would bend their neck like this in the shower. Like, honestly, if you bent your neck like this in the shower, you would probably break your neck. The only reason someone would be standing like this is if they're too tall to be in the shower. Like, who photoshopped this? How did this get approved? Okay, so this is a model for pants, but I don't know if you can tell right there, that isn't the correct body part. Like, I'm pretty sure a bum doesn't look like that because the guy isn't facing the camera. Like, I'm actually kind of concerned if he actually does look like that. Like, what is he, a back to front person? Okay, so looking at this photo, I didn't know what was wrong to start off with. But apparently this horse doesn't have any legs. See, they done a really good job at actually photoshopping the horse in, like the head, but they literally didn't give it any legs. And it's not like the horse is standing right behind her, because if it was standing right behind her, you would literally see the legs over there somewhere. Like, this horse literally has no legs. This is either a massive Photoshop fail or this person has a massive arm. And I'm pretty sure it's a Photoshop fail. Like, I've never met someone whose arm is that long. And honestly, looking at the joint right there, that doesn't look healthy. Like, it literally looks like her arm is about to break. Honestly, if her arm looks like that, I go to hospital because that arm is gonna snap any minute. Okay, so this is another case of somebody who's back to front. As you can see, this girl is posing at the camera and she's showing half of her body. But if you look right there, her foot is facing the camera, but her body isn't. So that's either a really bad Photoshop fail or her body is really distorted and she can move her leg 180 degrees. Honestly, if she can do that, she needs to go and work in a circus. This is an advert for some type of aircraft company. Looking at it, you might think, oh, that's completely normal. But fun fact, the Statue of Liberty is pretty close to the ocean. So that basically means they're about to land in the ocean. Like, imagine you're looking out your plane window and you're about to hit the ocean. Like, honestly, that's one of my biggest fears. I have a massive fear of drowning and a massive fear of being in a plane crash. Somebody literally photoshopped peas onto this menu photo. Like, imagine you go to a restaurant and you want to see what the food looks like, and then they show you a photo that looks like this. How did they think they were going to get away with this? That is not realistic whatsoever. Like, that looks so fake. That is like me photoshopping myself onto a bodybuilder. Like, everyone would be able to tell it's fake. Okay, so this is another one of them photos where you have to look at it for a while to understand what the actual Photoshop fail is. Basically, they've like duplicated everyone. As you can see, there's a man right there, but he's also duplicated there, and by the looks of it, he's duplicated there as well. I'm gonna try and find another example of this. So there's a man here, but he also appears right there. Like, do all of these people secretly have twins? And yet again, the man right here also appears there. Like, who is photoshopping this? Like, do these people all have twins? I don't know where this photo is from, but by the looks of it, this girl doesn't have a jaw. Like, look right there, she doesn't have a jaw. Where is the bottom part of her mouth? It looks like she's only got a row of top teeth. This is actually a nightmare. Like, imagine being put into a photo or like on a magazine or like an advert and they photoshop you to look like that. Like, everyone's gonna think you don't have a mouth. This person thought they could get away with photoshopping chairs into this photo. As you can see right there, there's a load of chairs. It looks really nice. But if you look into the reflection of the pool, I'm pretty sure that's some type of tree or like shade. It might be massive umbrellas or like things you sit under at the beach. But surely they wouldn't notice that. How can you think people aren't gonna find out? Okay, so this is an Amazon advert, and the person who is selling this product has randomly photoshopped a load of random people onto other people's bodies. This is what I meant when I was talking about me photoshopping myself onto a bodybuilder. I don't think you can tell, but they're not the actual faces of the people. Like, you can literally see right there, they've made such a bad job at photoshopping this. They might as well just pay somebody to Photoshop it for them, because they're just gonna embarrass themselves and not sell any of the products. I've got absolutely no idea what is happening in this photo, but honestly, it needs to stop right now. What have they done to this poor family's face? Like, if they literally blurred their faces? Like, I'm trying to look at them, they've got no facial features whatsoever. Like, this is actually actually kind of creeping me out. This is like one of them photos where you look at it and you know what it is, but then you can't remember what it is. Does that ever happen to you guys where you're like thinking about something, or like you forget how to spell a word but you know how to spell it, but then you also can't remember? I feel like I'm talking a load of gibberish, but honestly this is awful and this is going to give me a nightmare. Okay, so this is a photo in a magazine, and basically this model is apparently holding an invisible bag. Like if you look right there, the bag just completely disappears. Like, is she just holding a strap? Like, where's the actual bag went? I don't know how people get away with this. Surely the person on the website or on the magazine would look over this to see if there's any Photoshop fails. Whoever this photographer or editor is needs to get fired right now. Okay, so apparently these people have free hands. As you can see right there, there's a hand there. There's also a hand there, and then there's another hand there. And it's the same with this guy. Like, why have they all got loads of hands? Are they like aliens? Last time I checked, everyone only had 2 hands. I'm trying to think right now, like, how did they do this? It's so weird. Okay, so this man apparently won the lottery, but if you look in the reflection of the car and his shadow, it doesn't look like he's actually holding the lottery ticket. It says he won $500,000, but this photo says otherwise. Who is this man? Does he know that somebody photoshopped a fake lottery ticket onto him? Okay, so this is another magazine fail. As you can see, a random hand just appears in this model's shoulder. Is there a ghost giving him a helping hand? Like, it literally looks like someone's holding onto their shoulder, giving him a pat in the back. Like, should I be scared? Is there like a ghost in my room that's gonna poke me? This is a Pampers advert, and I want to know what they done to this baby. This kind of reminds me of the photo of the family where like all their faces were distorted. But honestly, whoever done this to this baby needs sacked. Like, what did they do? The baby looks evil. It literally looks like a snake. Like, its eyes and mouth look so weird. Like, why did they distort the poor baby? Okay, so this is a photo of an SD card. It says 8 gigabytes right here, but in the reflection it says 4 gigabytes. So what are we actually getting? Are we getting 8 gigabytes worth of footage? Like, 8 gigabytes isn't that much, and 4 is even less. 4 gigabytes is literally 20 minutes worth of footage. Okay, so apparently this lady's eyebrows go through her hair. Her hair is either extremely thin or her eyebrows are really thick, or this has just been photoshopped. And I'm pretty sure we can all agree that's been photoshopped. Did she even have eyebrows in the original photo? Like, why did they need to Photoshop them on? I'm so confused. Okay, so apparently this model has really weird and deformed fingers. Honestly, I'm just so confused. Like, why do your hands look like that? Who Photoshopped this? Like, that's actually awful. I would honestly be so scared to be a model, because someone could literally sabotage your photos. An editor could Photoshop you to make you look so stupid. Like, it's actually scary the amount of power they have. Anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. Let me know if I should make a part 2 where I look at some more funny Photoshop fails. Some of the photos in this video weren't that bad. There is a lot worse other ones out in the internet. So I will possibly make a part 2 very, very soon. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this point if you have already. And I will see you all in my next video.